Hello and welcome to the program. Only recently has Ukraine begun gaining its energy independence from Russia. Nevertheless, the threats from Kremlin are still quite obvious. We're joined in the studio today by Natalia Katsar-Buchkovskaya. She's a member of Ukraine's Verkhovna Rada Committee on Fuel and Energy Complex. Hello and thank you for coming.
Hello.
So recently, the court in Germany has finished the hearings on the case of building the Nord Stream 2 pipeline. And Russian media have already stated that the judges actually granted Russia the permission to keep on building the pipeline, which is the second pipeline bypassing Ukraine. But we all know very well that Russian media quite often refrain to propaganda. So what is the real situation?
Well, the situation is not decided yet, and to those who do not know what is Nord Stream means, it's a pipe to bypass Ukraine gas transportation system. And this project is purely politically motivated, and Russia uses this tool to bypass Ukraine to leave us for revenue from gas, as well as leave us a big geopolitical tool as well. So this project is politically motivated, and according to the experts, not only Germany will decide whether to give or not to give permission.
Who else?
So the European Commission, they are a key body who can decide who can give or who can prohibit to build and to finish, this project. So, first of all, Germany among those countries who benefits from Nord Stream, and of course they are pro this project and name it just another commercial project. But in reality, a project touch to different countries, like those who are transporting country, such as Poland, and
Bulgaria.
those countries are against. So there is a big geopolitical game. And one more time, I would like to focus and to mention that this project is absolutely politically motivated. There is no real financial needs, as well as other reason to build another pipe.
Nevertheless, in your opinion, would European partners of Ukraine consider Kyiv's point of view on the building of two other North pipes by Russia in future when making decisions? I mean, the European Commission.
Well, first of all, I would say that the main obstacle is certain energy package, which doesn't allow for to be to exist monopolists like those who are producing gas and transporting gas, as Gazprom is. So, according to the third energy package, it is against European competition law to build such pipe. Mm-hmm. And for Nord Stream first was built before third energy package passed, and at the moment we can say that new legislation is imposed on this topic. So now we have such as geopolitical game, geopolitical fights from countries who support, and they are in majority, and countries who are against due to different reasons, as Ukraine due to the political security reason, Poland due to the economical reason, as well as Nordic countries who are trying to protect their ecological situation in the Baltic Sea, yes, which is also very important, as this pipe can spoil local ecology, and they are more pro-ecological than pro-economical. So this is important points.
Overall, how much of a threat is this project for Ukrainian energy sector?
Well, we can lose our gas transportation potential in whole. So it's for us, first of all, it means $2 billion per year revenue from transportation. The second thing, we are of course transportation and gas transition, and always is a part of negotiation whether they will buy Russian gas or not, what price. So it's like our tool in negotiation with Russia as well. So it's important for Ukraine to have this tool. And the most important, this is too important, but the most important is security. So energy security in the region. So Ukraine, we are in the center of Europe, and our pipes, they allow to have competition, different ways to supply. So now we have Opal, Nord Stream 1, and our gas transportation system. So there is a choice between different ways. And when Europe makes Russian Gazprom more powerful, they will have only one way, so they will become more influential, they will have more power, and they can use this power as well in different negotiation and for political reason.
Well, but currently Ukraine is not using Russian gas, and or is it?
No, we are not buying Russian gas more than 500 days, and this is really someone say big achievement, but I would say that this is really neat, because Russia used gas to manipulate, to blackmail, and we faced some cutoff in 2005, and now they also use gas in this hybrid war as a tool. So for us, it's necessity to buy gas from reverse flow at lower price, at market price, and we have different sources. So yes, we are. Now we, after the passing law on natural gas market, now we are buying and we have independent, more than 15 independent gas traders on our territory. So this allows us to have different sources and more security. So now the question is to develop these markets. So we should have not only gas from different countries, but we are working on to increase our domestic gas production, and it will also help us to become more secure. And the third thing, which is not, which is also important, there is a possibility and talks that we can develop LNG market as well on our territory.
What should be done to develop our energy market?
Well, first of all, there should be LNG terminal, and there are few projects are going on this discussion, but we can also use Lithuanian and Poland LNG terminals. So it will allow us to develop this market here. And Ukraine is at the center of Europe, and we have the biggest gas transportation system. We have 12 big gas storages, and the focus idea is to develop a gas hub here. So even physical, even virtual, so we can develop market, and we can help not only for our people, for ourselves, but also to the whole region to become more liquid, more transparent, and to have less price for gas.
But is this project of developing our own gas hub in Ukraine, is it just on the beginning of its realization, or maybe some investors are already taking part in it?
Well, it's idea, and we are developing this idea. Now, for different big gas players look on this market, and it also depends whether Nord Stream will be realized or not. If so, they will lose some interest because there is some bus roads, and so they will receive gas from different sources. So therefore, it's very important for us to protect our gas transportation system, and to continue to transport gas to Europe, to become central in this region, to have some to save this necessity to build a gas hub on our territory.
Coming back to the Nord Stream project once again, currently U.S. Congress is looking at the bill which is sure to impose more extra sanctions on Russia. Would you say that if that bill made into law, would that stop Russia from continue building the Nord Stream?
Yes, U.S. They are trying to to use more sanction on Russian companies and those who has some technology for Nord Stream 2 pipe. Because American Senate, they understand and they realize that this project is politically motivated to put more pressure, to use it in a war, to blackmail Europe and Ukraine as well, and to impede competition on this market. So they trying to impose additional sanction, and as we know, the House of Representatives already improved this sanction,
yes.
and we are waiting for the Senate, and we are also waiting for President's signature.
Okay. As you have mentioned, Ukraine has several ways of getting gas not from Russia.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them is Ukraine's own gas production. The numbers say that in the first quarter of 2017, Ukraine produced more than 10 billion cubic meters, which is 3% more than in 2016. How would you evaluate this result? Is it a good result?
Well, this is a good result. We really have some increase in gas production, but we need more. So this is not the pace we are really expect and need to reach our energy independence goal.
So this number could be enlarged,
well,
right?
This number could be bigger, and what we need better taxation. We need more investment in gas production here in Ukraine. We need to simplify different procedures and some deregulation in our gas production industry. Therefore, we in our committee we develop energy security plan for 2020. Why is this a short period? Because now the situation was critical a few years ago, and now we are still jumping from crisis to crisis, from winter to winter. And you know about this extraordinary state in energy, this some problem with coal and other sources. So therefore, we are also trying to develop energy security law. And this law, the core idea is to create some coordination center for energy security. So in some countries there is such special coordination centers where energy security is key and key policy. And here in Ukraine we haven't such as coordination for international cooperation in energy, as well as for some local affairs.
Well, thank you so much. We've learned a lot of interesting information. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
That was Natalia Katser-Budkovskaya, who's a member of Ukraine's Verkhovna Rada Committee on Fuel and Energy Complex. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.